In the last route video where I talked about the hero route, which you should have totally already watched, I have briefly mentioned about the Photon Galaxy route being a new relevant route in the current meta. The Photon Galaxy route, or I'll call it PG route for short, already existed before in the first wave of Photon support, and the old Photon deck is already an incredibly cheap deck that new players can build by only buying a single mini box. But with the newer Galaxy support and Kite's new skill, Photons are finally being a meta-relevant threat, and has even replaced Blue Eyes as the most commonly used deck in ranked duels, thus making the Photon route one of the best routes in the game right now. The Photon route consists of the Photon of Galaxy Box, the Phantom of Rebellion Box, and the Heart of Xyz Box. You can also extend this route and complete a Burning Abyss deck by buying the Fantastic Arc Box afterwards, or buying the Shining Hope Box for Onomat and Satellite support. For now, we will focus on the two main mini boxes for this route. This route would give you a complete Galaxy Photon, regular Photon, Cypher, and Phantom Knight deck, as well as a bunch of other supports like Burning Abyss, Onomat, Infinitrack, and a ton of the game's best generic Xyz monsters. This route is quite competitive, and is most suitable for players who really love the Xyz summoning mechanic. If you're a new player picking this route, and are wondering where to spend your dream tickets, my top pick for you are tickets is Forbidden Lance. It helps a ton by preventing your fragile Photon combos from being disrupted from a single staple, and also protects your Photon Lord from being flipped by Book of Moon in your opponent's turn if you go first. For the SR tickets, spend one of them for Treacherous Trap Hole, and use the others on Forbidden Chalice. Treacherous Trap Hole, one of the best traps in the game that destroys two monsters without cost, but people usually only play one copy of it because its activation conditions prevent you from using more than one Tretch in a single duel. Forbidden Chalice is a powerful super rare staple that negates monster effects, which is super useful against monster effect reliant decks like Rose Dragons and Mech Lords. You would definitely want to start from the Photon of Galaxy Box because it contains your main Photon boss monster, Galaxy Eyes Photon Dragon. The box not only has a set of Photon support which will be enough for a basic Photon deck, but it also has some of the best Xyz monsters in the game, Malevolent Sin, Steel Swarm Roach, Abyss Dweller, and Photon Strike Bouncer. These monsters still see play even to this day in a bunch of other decks. And while monsters like Malevolent Sin will eventually be power kept by better alternatives in the future, monsters like Abyss Dweller will still remain as one of the most powerful rank 4 threats in Duel Links for the foreseeable future, so the box is overall quite future-proof. You also get some Onomat support, which can be a fun deck you can experiment with. You would buy the entire box for 2 times, which should be enough to build a Photon deck like this. Add a bit of staples and your deck should already be possible to reach King of Games. Your next box would be Phantom of Rebellion. You can technically start with this box first before the Photon of Galaxy Box to build a Cypher deck before a Photon deck, but Photons are just stronger in general. You would only need to buy this box once without reset if you are only aiming to build a Galaxy Photon deck, as your only goal would be a single copy of Galaxy Eyes Cypher Dragon, but if you buy the box multiple times, you also get some really good support for Phantom Knights, Infinitrack, and Cypher. Dark Rebellion is also a great generic rank 4 to use in basically any deck that uses level 4 monsters. Your final box would be Heart of Xyz, which you need to buy 3 times to get a playset of Galaxy Wizard and Galaxy Expedition. This box gives you access to the best rank 8 engine, and gives you a complete Galaxy Photon deck that is super competitive. Even without Shuffle Reborn, the deck is still more than capable to compete in the meta. You also get Beatrice, a broken boss monster for Burning Abyss decks, so if you decide to also buy the Fantastic Arc Box, you can also build a complete Burning Abyss deck, which is also a powerful meta deck right now. The PG route gives you tons of great Xyz monsters, which means you can build any other Xyz-based deck much easier. For example, you can build decks like Onomat and Satellite by simply buying the Shining Hope Box, or build a water Xyz deck by getting Deep Sea Diva, or even building a train deck by buying the maximum Xyz Box. Overall, I really recommend this route to new players, and the only major downside of this route is that it doesn't have any staple spells or traps aside from maybe Call of the Haunted. So if you want to get strong staple back row like Book of Moon or Mystical Space Typhoon, you'll need to use your dream tickets or spend even more gems to buy more boxes. I don't think this is too big of a drawback though, because the route makes up for its lack of staple back row by having a ton of powerful generic Xyz monsters, and that makes the PG route one of, if not the best route in Duel Links right now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.